startup ecosystem that will be presenting is El-Salvador. We have Alejandro, Digital Innovation Manager from the Ministry of Economy of El Salvador, while we have our guest joining. I would like to share some insight. El Salvador is the 5th top-ranking ecosystem in Central America. Historically, the economy was predominantly agricultural, with coffee being its main export. At some point, even coffee accounted for more than 90% of the country's export revenues. But now it's putting significant focus on developing the ecosystem as an innovation and manufacturing hub. El Salvador boasts a wealth of natural attractions, from pristine beaches, perfect for surfing, to volcanoes and lush forests. The country is home to ancient Mayan ruins, which is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The small size of the country means that you are able to experience diverse range of environments in one day, from mountains to coastal areas. Salvadorians are known for their warmth and hospitality, always welcoming visitors and new residents with open arms. San Salvador, the capital city, has seen a surge in tech startups and co-working spaces in recent years. The city is quickly becoming a hub for innovation in Central America. The government of El Salvador has taken many initiatives to promote entrepreneurship and innovation, offering incentives and creating support institutions for startups. I will let Alejandro to share more insight about the ecosystem. Hi, and welcome. It's great to have you.
Thank you, Mahmoud, for the introduction, and the apologies to all of you for the last minute change. Andrea, our director, had a last minute inconvenience, so I will be accompanying the session. My name is Alejandro Panameño. I'm the Innovation Digital Manager in the Ministry of Economy of El Salvador, and with my team, we work with our startup ecosystem, and it's an honor to be here. Well, thank you very much for the invitation to StartupBlink, to the Startup Ecosystem Summit, and share some of the advances in our country ecosystem, and to show the different efforts we are making to make El Salvador an attractive place for investment and startup development and towards a digital nation. Possibly many of you have heard of El Salvador lately, or especially of our president, Nayib Bukele, and all the efforts he has made to reduce the levels of insecurity in our country, or perhaps for having made the great decision to have adopted Bitcoin as a legal tender. For these and other actions is that today we can say that we are talking about a version of El Salvador, a new version of El Salvador. And let me, okay. This new version of El Salvador include that we are building a favorable environment for startups, actually. And these are some of the information about El Salvador. Actually, El Salvador has 21,000 square kilometers of area. Like Mahmoud says, San Salvador is our main city, but El Salvador has around 6.0 million of population. We talk Spanish and English native, and English is our neutral accent. Like I said, Bitcoin is legal tender since 2021, and our legal tender too is dollar, US dollar. We have convenient hours, and for the surf lovers, we have the world-class surf, and El Salvador is considered a mecca for right-hand point break. So if you love surfing, El Salvador is a great place to visit. So our president says that our goal is turning El Salvador into an innovation and technological hub. So this environment or this framework is very friendly to the startup, and advantage for startups here in El Salvador, the first one is the strategic localization, our young human talent and productive talent that we have, the internet penetration. We have, like I said, dollarized and Bitcoin economy, and we work, or we have different efforts to digitalize different services for the population. Actually, we work with different international partners to develop and train our population, young people, and we work with the universities. Actually, we train more than 23,000 in digital skills and English with partners like Google, Microsoft, AWS, Coursera, IDV, and we create a technology skills council that advisor El Salvador for all the efforts that we have actually in human talent. El Salvador, its particular characteristics for the market access for startups, we have 12 free trade agreements that allow preferential access to potential markets and expanding access to markets for the digital and technological services. We are modernizing the country's regulatory framework. Recently, we approved the law for the promotion of innovation and technological manufacturing, the Bitcoin law. We have a digital asset law, and we implement the electronic signature. So startup ecosystem, according to Startup Genome, is valued in 336.7 million. Maybe it's because recently one of our startups, Hugo, was sold to Delivery Hero, the Germany company, and it's related to the delivery services here in El Salvador. Actually, in funding, we have more than 10 venture capital funds present in El Salvador and new ones coming on board. We think that the big opportunity represents the digital asset law. So because is open for the foreign investments here with the framework to operate different or new one or innovative different methods to funding startups and other type of companies. We have a support system with different actors are involved with the support for entrepreneurs, financial institutions, entrepreneur associations, incubators, law firms, higher educational institutions, more than 30 innovation centers. Actually, we have different innovation centers. Recently, are open their doors for the startups and for the corporate corporate too. Actually, the startups in El Salvador has the opportunities present today have facilitated the presence and creation of new startups in areas for fintech, insurtech, lending, artificial intelligence, augmented and virtual reality, proptech, and others. Bitcoin and Web 3.0 with Bitcoin as a legal tender, El Salvador positioning as a country at the forefront of financial technology and has the potential to attract new business and investments. More than 95 companies related to Bitcoin are registered as a Bitcoin providers here in El Salvador, digital wallets, custody services, exchange, payment solutions, smart legal contracts, and others. And like maybe you see in the newspaper, Google plans to establish operations in El Salvador because we are becoming the tech hub for Central America. This is our goal. We are attracting another investments like these ones that is related for the first industrial technology park in El Salvador that will begin the operations in 2024. Another company that promotes autonomous vehicles and electric vehicles and exports to Guatemala and Honduras. And we are the host of different international events in a technology dialogue at global level, like the telecommunications international unit and Meta and others. And well, We are very glad to be here. And if you have questions or more, or you need more information about El Salvador, these are our contacts. You can find us in LinkedIn and our email. And this is a QR for access to a platform that actually we promote the digital economy here in El Salvador. Thanks.
Thank you, Alejandro. It was great hearing from you the updates on the ecosystem. What the president is doing is unprecedented and very unique and very, very effective in not only fighting crime, but also allowing businesses to thrive, opportunities to come, and startups, digital nomads, expats from all around the world to see El Salvador as a great destination to start their business, relocate their business. So really appreciate that. Thank you for your time.